Okay, so hey guys, I wasn't actually planning on recording this part of this video, but will be the second episode of my Consolecraft series. But hey, check this out. I found a fourth village. Which also is not too far away from our starting base. In fact, you can see, or for our current base, you can see if when it turns for some reason over on the right side, that's our bed and our furnaces and chest over there. That's where I was going to start the episode once I gathered all my resources. But I found this just by happenstance while I was looking for resources to build our starter base, and I was going to do a bunch of gathering and stuff like that, and maybe do a time-lapse to show you all that, but I found this village, so I decided to record it because I didn't want you guys to miss anything. And so we're going to check out this village, see if there's anything else here worth keeping. Maybe we'll get lucky like the last village and find a librarian with a decent book to sell or something. So let's just have a look around here and, of course, steal all of their farming stuff. Because you can never have too much of this stuff. Maybe this episode I'll set up a farm too with all the stuff we now have for it. That'd be kind of cool. Really farm. It's not like we have a lot of food coming in anyway. I cooked all the food that I had, so we should have enough to get us at least through a couple days, but this will definitely help, especially since I'm getting quite a bit of wheat out of this. We can make some bread. So, but this place apparently does have a blacksmith, so we're going to actually, I don't know if these ever spawn anything. It's 2 free furnaces, so I'll take those. And then we're going to go inside. There should be a chest in here. There is. Looks like we got some apples, saplings, some bread. Nothing great, but I'll take the chest too. Curse of Vanishing. That's kind of useless. Take the chest too, why not? The nitwit. Let's see, what do you got? Mending. We have a mending guy. How interesting. Well, crap. I wonder if I can get this guy to go inside of this house right here. And I can lock him in and guarantee his safety. Fantastic. So now we have a guy with a mending book as well. So now we have Silk Touch and mending books that we can buy off these guys. That is super lucky, which is really ironic considering in the first episode I was talking about how I never get lucky finding villages. And on my very first Minecraft series on YouTube, I find 4 of them. Of course, one of them I never actually got to inspect, so there. Alright guys, so I did a little bit of looking around the village, didn't really find a whole lot. I found an entrance to a cave that had some iron right at the entrance, so obviously I made myself an iron shirt. I have an iron pickaxe now. I lit up the island a little bit, as you can see around me. There's torches everywhere. It's not fully lit up, but it's lit up enough that I feel a little bit more comfortable being here at night, especially once I start building. But there is, over here, once I get over there, there is over here, there's a cave that I found while I was chopping down trees that looks promising for a mining session. So I think what I'm going to do once I get over there is, I'm going to, once I find it again, I'm sure it's over here somewhere, I'm sure I'll find it, I'm going to do a 1-hour mining session and see what I get. That way I'm not spending too terribly much time mining out stuff, and that should get me enough ingredients to be able to at least build what I want to build at the start. I want to make sure there's no more saplings that dropped over here real quick. Which is going to be like a very, very basic starter kind of beginning of the big fortress I want to build. So I'll probably build like, you know, the entrance and bottom floor type thing, at least for the first area. Here it is. And we will see how much I get done in that hour. And after that, I will be back with you guys, and we'll see about building our starter base. So, see you in an hour. Alright guys, so we are out of the mining session. It didn't take quite an hour. I filled up my inventory actually before the hour ran up, and I didn't want to risk a trip out and a trip back in, and you know, the hour running up and yada yada yada. I just didn't feel like dealing with that. So with that being said, when I did come out though, since the cave that I initially was going to go into for that session ended up being a dead end about, I don't know, 10 or so blocks in, I decided to go into the cave by the village, and when I came out it was nighttime. So what I'm doing right now is I'm checking to see if that mending villager is still alive, which actually, if I recall, he should be, because, silly me, I locked him in a house, so he should still be alright. But let's go double check on, I believe it's this house he's stuck in? Yeah, it's this house he's stuck in. So let's see if he's still alive without smacking him in the face. There is, however, a skeleton in here, which is no bueno, so that means there needs to be more lighting in here. There's a skeleton spawning in here, that's not good. Okay, so the mining villager's still alive. He is A-okay. We're A-okay. We're running a little bit low. Well, not really, we're running a little bit low on food. We got a ton of coal. We got I had to build an iron pick while I was down there, so we had to build another furnace, we had another workbench that will store. We got quite a bit of iron. I actually forgot to store these oak planks and stuff before I went down there, but they actually came in handy because they actually let me to build more torches, so there's that. We got a little bit of lapis. The only thing on here that's missing that I really, really wish I would have got some of is probably blatantly obvious if you're a Minecraft player, and that is diamonds or emeralds, none of which I got. So, with that said, I'm going to find my boat, get back to our base, and I will catch you. Ooh, that needs to be filled in. That really needs to be filled in. Hang on a second. I am very, very clumsy. I will fall on that and die. Alright. I will find our boat. I'll get back to base. I will get things put away. Sorry, the furnace is going. Granted, how much we got from that, there's actually something I want to build before I build our starter base. So we still may not get to that on this episode, but I guess we're going to find out. Alright guys, I had to get some materials together. I'm going to see if I can remember how to do this. This was an idea that well, it's not really an idea, it's a build that Wells Knight tends to do. And I really like it. I've used it quite a few times in other builds of mine. And I think I want to use it here. The only thing about doing this here is I tend to try and build my buildings before I do my, what I call quote-unquote essential builds or farms, you know, things like iron farms or mob farms. I tend to build the thing first and then put the farm or whatever I'm building that's more of a, you know, somewhat intricate build first. But this time I think I'm going to build the contraption first and build the building later. Mainly because I don't know how I'm going to shape this building yet, and this is a much better use of my time to do it this way. So I'm trying to remember specifically how this is done. And I'm going to try and do this the quote-unquote right way. I have been known to struggle with knowing what piece goes where. That's wrong. That's gonna bother me. That has to be facing forward. And it went to the hopper, because of course it did. So, okay. This is why I'm a noob Minecrafter, folks. I don't know what I'm doing at the time. Well, I hope I make you proud by doing this part my first try. So then I think the thing you're smelting goes in there, and then the coal would go here and here, and then the things pop out here, right? I think. I guess there's one way to find out. But this is a really practical, like, forge-style build. Basically, it just automates everything you want to smelt, so you're not just constantly micromanaging your stuff like that, which to me is fantastic because I hate micromanaging in general. So let's see, we'll throw that in there. Let's grab iron, cobble, because I'm gonna want that later. Iron, cobble, is that more? It's gold. Gold's fine. Stone is already. Potatoes. Actually, no, I don't want to do potatoes because I want to plant those. Which is going to be something else for probably next episode. But I guess we're going to find out. So I'll put those furnaces in there for right now. Put that back in there for right now. Those can go in there for right now. Right, so now I just need the coal, so we'll just grab all the coal I have. And then I believe coal goes, we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of coal in there. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 things of coal right there. And actually, we'll keep a little bit of coal on me so I can make more torches, because I'm going to need more torches. And then I believe you just throw what you want smelted in here, maybe? Ha ha! Wells would be so proud. This is Wells Knight's build, by the way. If you don't know who that is, again, I highly doubt that that's true, but if you don't know who that is, yeah, go ahead and look him up. I'll leave his YouTube link in the description below if I remember to do it. If not, if you come across this video, send me a message in the comments and remind me to put his video in the, well, not his video, but his profile link in the description below. I might even link the actual video that I saw him do this in. It's actually one of his tutorial videos. And then he used it in Hermitcraft as well, so there's that. So let's see, make sure this is working. Goes in there, goes in there. Fantastic, it is working just the way I want it to. Okay, the other big thing I want to do this episode is get a farm up and running. Where are we going to put this farm, though? I guess that's the next question. I have a rabbit in the boat. That's pretty cool. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. I should feed you carrots and maybe tame you. I don't know if you can tame rabbits, so I'm just going to leave them in this boat until I can figure out what to do with them, because I'd like to have a pet rabbit. That'd be freaking awesome. So we're just going to leave him in the boat for right now, and I'll look up later if I can actually tame him. And let's kind of do that. And I'm not actually counting how far away I am, but I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's as far as I can go. I'm pretty sure. I gotta go sleep though. Actually, since let's do this. Let's do this. In the interest of some more efficiency without sacrificing the real natural look of this area, we'll just do that. We'll put it right there. And I think that's plenty big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went 5 over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but these are slowly. So if I think 4 is the maximum we can go. So 1, 2. Yeah, because those are slowly. So it looks like 4. So it looks like this is the biggest it can be, which is fine. So we got our farm running. I think that's pretty important right now. And then what's left over of the potatoes, we will cook. The carrots, we're obviously going to eat. That's probably our primary food source right now. But we'll go through the meat first. I think is the best way to go. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. Mr. Rabbit, I do want to name you, and I want to keep you as a pet. This is very important to me. It shouldn't be, but it is. I think that rabbit just killed himself. He sure did. He had a suicidal rabbit. That's really kind of depressing, but nonetheless. I forgot about beetroot. It's fine. Who uses beetroot anyway? Oh man. I want to be a professional Minecrafter, everybody. Alright, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. The map. We are on the very, very south end. I was really hoping that we were going to be somewhere like this, because I didn't want to be like right on the border. So this is actually a good spot. I'm okay with this. I want to kind of determine not necessarily the entire shape of this building, but it might be kind of cool to kind of figure out, like, because I'd like to be able to fit a couple of these in here eventually. Because I want, like, because this would be a pretty cool spot for, like, an actual forge with, like, lava in the middle, maybe have, like, the anvil in here, maybe, like, have some lava next to it. That might be kind of cool. So let's start, like, back here, because I know that I want to cover this up, obviously. So with that being said, let's start about right here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Not what I wanted. Okay. We'll go, so basically 2 out that way, and we'll go 2 out this way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll do 2 across. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like right here. And then we'll do 1, 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did that happen? I don't usually build in desert, so I didn't know that was going to happen. Let's do... Can you not put anything next to a cactus? Huh. That's news to me. Cool. Alright, so anyway. So then we'll do... If we do that... That is what I want. So that will leave me room for 2 more of these on either side. Yeah, 2 more of those on either side, and then we can put a door. I don't want to knock this wall out, because we might be able to do something kind of cool with that. In the meantime. And then I kind of like this kind of circle motif I'm going for. So... How much space do I got over here? Not a lot. So... Let's see. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll put an entrance right here. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, right, okay, it is centered, it just doesn't look centered because of this block. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But that block would have to go there, right, okay. So how do I fix this? If I get rid of that block and put that block there, dang it, and put that block there where it's supposed to be, then it screws up this room. Okay, let me rethink this, and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, so here's my plan. I think I finally made a decision on what I want to do with this island. So I think I'm going to go with the fortress idea. But it's going to end up being a little different than I saw it in my head, and that's okay. I didn't actually get to go, I didn't have enough stone bricks to go all the way around, but I kind of did it over here. So, here's what I think we're going to start next episode with this compound. Now, obviously, it's not all going to be just stone bricks. I'll throw in some cracked stone bricks in there, just for some texture variation. I'm not real huge on crazy texture variation, like you want to see me throw in, like, you know, smooth stone or whatever. I think that looks gaudy and overworn. If I was going for a really worn fortress, I would I would probably use smooth stone, but I might use some cracked stone, but I don't want any of the stone to be completely smooth. I think that unless you're going for a gaudy look, it looks gaudy, which this, I want it to look like this is in use, so it's somewhat maintained. Like, you can't avoid cracks, but you know, they're not going to get completely smoothed out. So anyway, I guess what my plan is here is I'm kind of going for like this circular thing, like this. I like this circular motif. I don't know why I'm doing a circular motif, but that's what I'm gonna go with. And honestly, like I said, I was gonna turn this into grass, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it sand, except for, you know, what's on the inside of the compound. And so, like, right here is going to be kind of the captain's quarters, is what I'm going to call it for right now. This will be basically my bedroom. And then we'll have the forge in here and armory. So we're going to have... My plan is to have, like, you know, a couple of these around here. A couple of these around here. And then... maybe some armor stands in here. And, like, some chests for my armor and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure how that's all going to fit in here yet. We'll get there. Like, maybe I'll put the armory, like, in a basement area. I think that might be kind of cool, too. So, we'll see. But I think we're going to kind of do kind of what I did here. And kind of, like, have it, everything be attached. And, you know, there might be hallways and stuff through here. There's going to have to be. But there might be, like, you know, for example, common rooms. Like, I might have, like, a common hallway here. Maybe like a barracks right here might be kind of cool, because I mean, the captain kind of lives off the side of the barracks with the rest of his men, you know, kind of thing. So, and then kind of expand out this way, maybe have some farms in here, maybe just have some rooms that are explicitly there for just detail and immersion. So that's kind of what I'm planning for the moment. But that's really all the time I have. I know that's the second straight episode I said I was going to build the starter base, but I did start the starter base. This will probably be the room we focus on primarily next session. But, yeah, next episode I'm going to have to start with a resource gathering session, and maybe we'll find some diamonds, and then we'll get to building this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave a sub, a like, give me a comment, give me some criticism, tell me what you think about the base, if you have any ideas, yada yada yada, what have you. So, with that said, I'm going to talk to you guys later.